Okay, there we go. Still getting up. Still getting ready. Not getting up, you know what I mean. Still getting ready, but I will answer that question then, Parmentier. Opinion on the last BGG turn. It's been a while since I last watched. So... good? Without knowing. A strong good without knowing. Knowing without good is good, yes. Fuck am I about? Okay. Welcome, by the way. Welcome. This is why I normally mute myself while I'm doing this stuff, so I don't sound like an idiot. And then I sound like an idiot when I'm mute. Okay, go ahead and share the link. How's everybody doing today? Palembang invasion started, Singapore fell January 7th. Nice. Yeah, I remember last time looking, and it really did appear like Singapore had like jack all there, so I'm glad to hear that's fallen. That's really good for him. Tell him to send lots of send lots of DMSs. Don't send 4. He could probably get away with it with Singapore. I'm not too sure how many mines it has, but don't send 4 to Bataan because it has 1,000 mines, and if you underestimate that, you will inevitably get hit by said mines. Okay. How you doing there, Connor? Good to have you, my friend. If people are wondering, by the way, I still have not... Have I, actually? Hang on a second. No, I thought I saw the chat working, remember it's not. No, I've still not got the chat working. Don't know why. Frankly, always forget to look afterwards. We'll make sure I look today to try and fix it, because I intend to forget about it. Bum, ba, dum. We'll get started here in just a moment. There we are. Okay, cool, we're good to go. Good to go. How you doing there, very gamer? It's very good to have you. Right, there we are. How you doing there, G? How you doing there, Doom? Good to have you, man. Yeah, he only just sent it. I sent him an email saying, yeah, I should get some emotes. I do need to get stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff I just don't do because I don't, A, know about it, or B, just haven't done it, or C, just CB, really. I'm going to cut you off, then cut you up. Okay, that's interesting. Is he talking about the 66 core? I do wonder that. He said the right turn, so we're off to a good start. I think that's the one thing I'm not guilty of doing yet. But yes, as I was saying earlier, I did send Dadman a email earlier on in the day saying blink twice if you're being held against your will. He said blink ×1. And then he says, yeah, turn back shortly. But I mean, this is it. He's pretty good. But I suppose even machines are fallible. Okay. We did have a lot of interesting engagements with certain submersible vessels. I don't want to name them just in case it summons them, really. I'll talk smack after we survive. I do have the Rangoon Zeros, by the way, running naval attack. They're being escorted by Zeros, the G3s there, I should say. They're running it out about 6 hexes. The reason why I went for 6 hexes is obviously we are lacking supply port player. I didn't want to get caught up by enemy cap, but I didn't also want to have it easy for him in case it does come in close. But I doubt we'll see any action there. No minds Bataan. Right, so we can see the sub-chasers here engaging. Oh, shit! Oh, take that. Nice. Nice, that's how you want to begin. That is how you want to start. I'm happy about that one. Yeah, I mean, that, if I recall that, said engine damage, leaking fuel oil badly. She might very well be killed today. That's some pretty rough damage there. She's not dead today, she's going to be crippled for a while there. Yeah, I mean, in fairness, he has done it for a long time, and I mean, look at what he's doing at Rabal. He gets in there, stays on 0 reaction. Kind of relies on hitting things as they move in there every now and then. You say that, G, man. You've got such high hopes for that allied stuff. It's unbelievable. I know they have good damage repair. Damage, what do they call it now? I forgot you bloody well call it. Yeah, they can take a bastion, that's true. Right, Stingray being attacked over here. Control, that's it, damage control. So this is what happens. This is what happens if I have like a day off, I just forget our language. I think I did appreciate having a day off streaming yesterday, actually. It just feels nice. It's weird, but I'm used to using my voice every single day, as everybody else is, as you'd imagine. But it's been nice to rest it. They do. Well, we missed that, but I'm quite happy to see that we're engaging over here. I know, but I'm... It's one of these things, it's like, I want to see what happens next. Right, now, the British DDs are pretty nasty, so I-122 is probably going to take some damage here. Ideally nothing major, but it's good to see that it's still lingering in this area. There are capital ships that we've seen in this area as well. We do have a sub over here that might potentially engage. So ideally we do get a shot off on one of these capital ships, that would be nice. We do have one hit there, so it doesn't look too bad. I-124 there, once again, was that Norman encounter event, so she's coming for round 2. Oh, this is I-124. Oh, shit, yep, there we go. So, that's gonna hurt a lot. Yeah. Yep, she looks like she's dead. She's dead. Yeah, that's a dead sub. Yep. That's the problem with British ASWs. That is I-124 there, but that is in deep water, so all it takes is one lucky hit and she's buggered. Yeah. Pretty rough there. And that is how we lose the I-124 there. Though it's listed as I-2, which is odd. Must be the class. That's weird. Right, we've seen ships down that way. Yeah, press F to pay respects. It's a shame, but I mean, that is just how good the Royal Navy's ASW is. It's fantastic, to be honest. It's something to be truly jealous of. Okay. I don't know about 2 subs. I mean, 1 got hit once. I don't know about 2. If it was 2, I'd be very shocked, but I mean, it listed only 1 there. We didn't even see an I2, so we'll see. It's probably just, I don't know. How you doing there, Icy? I know, right? So we are engaged in the Chinese core over here. I think there's 2 cores on the headquarters. Should ideally slow them down yet further, but we'll probably do that and just keep hitting them. Oh, so send in 139s then. These guys are apparently arse. It looks like it's coming in pretty low. A couple casualties there. 1,000 feet actually, so we do have AA that can hit that. Yeah, fog a wall there. It's a shame, the I-124. It's not nice to lose a sub like that straight up, but I mean, that's a very rare event. I think that's the first time we've ever lost a submarine in such a way, really. We've had them damaged and really beaten up. Right, we are seeing lots of assets out there. So you can see the G4M1s are attacking there with naval surge. AKL near Wake Island is interesting, actually. That is intriguing. And we are preparing for the Wake invasion as well, so if there's actually assets around there to sing, that'd be quite nice. I too might have exploded spontaneously. Maybe so. Okay. Yes, he doesn't seem to be moving very close, which is nice. I did worry that he might be coming in to bombard the divisions on the coastline, but I don't think he's that crazy. Yeah. It only teleports, but when it teleports it explodes. That's the trade-off. Okay, so we do have our Key 48 coming in here to bomb. That doesn't say anything there, which is kind of odd. I wonder what the weather's like over Port Morsley. I have to really slow down sometimes when I say port, because it's a lot of different bases by the name Port something. So I'm going to make sure I get it right. Huh, okay. Must be poor weather over that area then at this moment in time. Pretty good day so far. Moving into the ground phase. Probably get the 66 core attack on the armored cars, likely. Shouldn't be that many attacks here today. Okay, we do have our mixed brigade attack on the 40th Chinese Corps. That was the one he moved from this area here all the way up here. So that is forced retreat towards Jushian to reduce down this way, okay. They're suffering from disruption, which is intriguing there. So we have 498 casualties, 2 destroyed, 4 disabled, 5 disabled, 4 disabled. We inflict 1,750 there, 77 destroyed, 29 disabled, 83 destroyed, 2 destroyed, 2 disabled, 1 destroyed, 3 destroyed. Sorry, 3 disabled. Hunemi. Attacking over here then, yes. So this is the 22nd Chinese Corps. They should retreat. Are they gonna? They should retreat towards Yunnan. Yeah, towards Yunnan, which is fantastic. I mean, that's the nice thing here, because obviously we do have a line of troops here, essentially. And Yunnan's actually closest to him in terms of actually having supply. Works well for us. So we have a grand total there of 1 squad disabled. He loses 20, 10 destroyed. Sorry, 10 disabled, 14 destroyed, 1 disabled. Yeah, so that's quite good. Leaders plus, leaders minus. Looks like he's in movement mode too, so we're kicking back there. We are attacking over here. The 11th Chinese Corps has been beaten up a good few times now, which is nice. They'll probably retreat somewhere. It probably might retreat potentially to Yunnan if we're... Yeah, towards Yunnan. So it will go probably to this hex. Oh, it goes to this hex, okay. They're complaining about lack of supply. So 9 casualties on our end. We inflict 567 casualties there. Sorry, destroyed. 31, 22, 2, 2. Nice. Taking the space. I had thought I'd taken the space over here, actually, but I must have forgot to actually press attack. It's hard to tell sometimes with the red and the orange. It's a little bit hard. Attacking over at this space over here now. That's good. We are moving out now to take this side of Java. Okay. And that is ours. Attacking once again the Marcasar Garrison Battalion. There's not many of them left. I mean, Christ, I can't believe how long it's taken. Oh, it's unbelievable. I just need to bring a little bit more AV to destroy them. Right, so he is attacking over here with the armored car. He doesn't have much in the way of AT, but he probably will cause damage there. Because they're arseholes, that's why they don't surrender their doom. That's why they don't surrender, because they're arseholes. So we have 5 vehicles destroyed, 4 disabled. They do retreat, which is fine. So we can actually have them repaired, but there we go. He does use supply in that attack, which is nice. We actually do get to see there, so 525 AV there. They have 96 guns then. Intriguing. Okay. Attacking over this base here. Yeah, it basically is bullshit magic. Okay, we take that. And that'll be it then. So, pretty quick time then for us, really. Rabal there, expanded fortifications. We are going to be moving construction units out from Rabal. We built up the port as well, which is nice. So we do have a large port now with Rabal. We have the size 4 port and we have the size 7 airfield, which is very nice. Having some fortifications, it's like, why not? Give the engineers something to do while they are there. But a pretty nice turn then. We should all have arrived at Langkao today. We didn't see any attacks by the was it the I-3s or the I-6s? I can't recall the name of the Russian aircraft we see in the north, actually. Well, Soviet aircraft. So that's good. Hasn't slowed us down. Right, there's low garrison there temporarily. I-15, that's it. I do have an Able Guard unit moving in there. So I'll make a quick save. We'll do the usual check on the aircraft and ships sunk. Obviously we know about the I-124 being sunk, which kind of sucks. It would have been nice had she made it, but I mean, this is it. It's nasty. Bridge saves W. So, 139 down today to ops losses. Just a single solitary aircraft loss today. Doesn't often happen. So we had the I-124 there. I suppose it's an eye for an eye. Apparently so. It's a shame, they're nice subs. Yeah. Taking out Dutch one's nice. There we go. So I wager she has a little bit of system damage, flotation damage for it. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, so we have seen a number of assets out here. I do wonder if those are like oilers, perhaps. I'm not too sure. I do have my sounds turned down a little bit. Usually you'd be able to listen for the sound effects, so she might be reported as sunk. She might not have actually sunk, as I don't recall hearing a sound effect. If she hasn't gone down, she's likely mission kill. Right. Okay. Let's see. How we're doing over here, then. Yeah, that disruption's going down nicely. Fatigue's decreasing here. We could consider potentially attacking today, or I would probably wait a little bit longer. It's round about that sort of point of where we could probably go for it. The divisions are a little bit high, so we might wait one more day, and that probably would be fine there. Probably, but the thing is that G-Man, if it survives, okay. Kinda sucks if it does, but it's not attacking anymore, so mission kills are the second best other than an outright kill. The base in Java, I don't think there's actually anything at that base. Oh no, there is at that base. Oh, not as intact as I would have liked, actually. I forgot that one had oil and refineries. That's not bad, it's not bad. I do have a, which is surprising actually, considering there's nobody there defending it, so, okay. I do have this koi over here that can be moved in immediately. So I'll get some fighters over there then just to cap that, and then we'll have the aviation support there. It is on the rail line. It should, in theory, it's secondary rail, but I think in theory it should arrive. I think that should be capable of carrying it that distance there. I do have a regiment over here which is marching across to essentially just oppose the enemy here. We do have a regiment over here. I think we should have a second regiment arriving there. Well, they're a strategic movement, so they can be moved up to this base. They're marching south. Okay, so I'll place them into combat mode. So let's see then. We're going to deliberate attack here then. So, I mean, this is it. Well, actually, they could still retreat, so am I better off waiting? I'm better off waiting, really. So I'm going to have that left there for the time being. If I take a look, what I want to do then is essentially take control of these bases around here, essentially make it so he can't trace supply to a Dutch base, and then he would, in theory, surrender, perhaps. Okay, 56 is recovering nice. You can see that up to 366 AP, which is good. Yeah, so we'll get some fighters in there. I do have a number of fighters that could be transferred into that area. It's difficult because he obviously has fighters here, so what we could probably do then is cap from over here, Kilgore, however you want to pronounce that. Get some fighters in there. Should be okay. Attackers actually managed to make it through unscathed today, which is very nice. Okay. So we have our regiment here, the 41st, marching towards the enemy here. I mean, in fairness, I could probably just march on towards the actual base then, considering they're on secondary roads. Yeah, so they're major onto secondary. They attack here 4 days or so later after that, then they'll be here and they can attack. And then that would be that base taken. They would then retreat this way. But is this dot base I do need to take? But essentially, there's only these two bases here on Sumatra to take. We do also have a dot base. I think there might be one of a dot base somewhere. Yeah. Oh, no, we got that one. Is that one? I don't think there's another dot base on Sumatra. So there's just 3 bases essentially left to take in Sumatra. That's cool. Do units now supply starve to death? You know, I'm not too sure about that. I think they do degrade, but I don't know if they are eventually destroyed. I'm not too sure. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Fatigue line is down there, but they will arrive tomorrow. He's quite brave holding the amount of fighters there, but I imagine he knows what he's doing. He's moved the auxiliaries out. Complained at Tungo about supply, but that's because the Imperial Guard Division has arrived. So, Imperial Guard Division can be moved off. Yeah, they can go ahead and confront the enemy here. I do hate when it does that. Destroyed through attrition, right, that's cool to know. So we have 738 marching north then. They'll be here soon enough. Ideally kick that unit off the rail line soon enough, and then at least can make use of said rail line. I don't know, we'll probably wait until we have rid of the other forces. I'm pulling the RTA back so I can make use of them elsewhere. We do have a 4th RTA detachment moving this way towards Tungi, so they could probably head that way then. That's good. Starving's good. Not for us, but for them. So I decided to start these guys marching. Why have they only made 5 miles? Is it trail? Ah, it's a trail, isn't it? I forgot it was a trail, okay. Forgot it was a trail. So place you into movement mode. Make 10 miles tomorrow, roughly. I forgot it was a trail. I thought it was like a secondary or a major. But that's fine. So I need to clean up those units. So we are aware of the 66 over here then. So the 8th Armored Car Company, they had a few destroyed, but they're mostly intact. We'll obviously think how we want to use that. And what we want to do then is essentially place units in this area here to cut him off from all supply. Yeah, we saw... Yeah, so he's moving quite a lot there. That's impressive. Still got 20,000 men there. So he's finally moving assets north then of Chungking. That's good to see. Well, it's not good to see, but you know what I mean. So looking at 105,000 men there. 513 guns roughly. A lot of men. We're not too far away though. We should arrive in the Hex to the south here. At the crossroads next turn? Maybe another 2 days actually. Yes, 2 more days or so we'll be here. So he could be roughly in this Hex then as we arrive here. Possibly by the time we'd arrive in this Hex we might be at Kianko. But either way, if we only have to grind through 1 Hex of ×3, that's not too bad. It doesn't appear there's a unit over here. In fairness, I could try to bomb this unit over here to try and slow it down, but we'd need to hit each unit to slow them down. But most units would make it there. When his units in China reappear after being destroyed, does he need to supply them? They don't reappear with a full TOE. They, yeah, as Gary says there. Gary being my MVP. There we go. Okay. But I mean, this is it. It's not fun grinding through ×3 terrain, but we do have 6 divisions here. We do have engineers, we do have the 2 armies. 2 supporters, and the RF gun battalion for like shits and giggles apparently. We do have a lot of guns, which is quite nice. Which, I mean, this is it. I mean, these guys, that's actually a fairly big mortar there, 90mm mortar. I mean, this is what's going to be quite good for us, the fact that we do have all these independent artillery units. It does really give us quite a lot more firepower, which is quite nice. I mean, especially like the big guns, like the 30cm howitzer there, 280mm, 30... Yeah, that's a big mortar too. Quite a lot of those big mortars. So that helps. It definitely does help. It gives us firepower, which is what we want. So we have 1258 guns there. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the only way to use artillery, really. You don't start with the smallest piece of artillery. You just use everything you have. And if the biggest thing you have doesn't do in the first go, then you know, that's probably tough. Right, so see 3 units over here then, which is good. It would be nice to take Langkau intact. But we've arrived at long last at Langkau. I mean, this is a goal that we've been talking about for some while, actually. We could have been here probably a day sooner. Had I had them not fallen 1 unit, and then that 1 unit got bombed by aircraft, slowing them down. But, we're there now. I mean, Langkau is 300 VP of itself, and then obviously destroying the units that were quite good. We'll then be able to move on forward. There is this core over here that we do have to bear in mind at Sining, but I do have a division marching up north. 9th Tank Regiment moving north too. We have 10th Division marching north into Langkau, which is good. Right, so we do have our tank regiment over here, which is finally arrived, which is good news. And the good thing about that is that tank regiment can move down this way to help us take terrain a little bit sooner, but I don't think... well, it's one of these. I'm not going to really get any... They might help. It depends, really. He could move his forces north from Kianko. I mean, Kianko only has a 1 unit here. I don't know. He's in ×2 here. Rivers would suck, but I mean, once we're here, I mean, this is it. Once we're here, then we're in a really good position. Taking Langkau will begin the slow starvation of Chinese industry. The thing is, the Chinese industry is already starved to some degree. I do not believe he can transfer... Well, I mean, this is it. Once we do take it, then that's absolutely fantastic. His other source of oil in China would be all the way up here at Urumqi, as far as I'm aware. I don't think he gets any oil this way. He might get oil delivered through Burma, but he's not going to receive any oil from the north. Which is very nice. So we'll kick that back over there, which is good. I'm moving another brigade to cover these areas. One brigade there, one brigade there, which is nice. I should have 26th Division. I'm like a day ahead in my head because we would have had like... This would have been the... we would have had this turn yesterday and we would have had a new turn by now, likely. But that's good. So they'll arrive in there tomorrow. They can then be railed out as we see fit. Right, brigade here. There we go. And we do have our forces over here making good progress. Yeah, there we go. So they've still got a few hundred miles to go, but the good news is they'll eventually end up at... whereabouts are they heading, actually? So they're heading to... right, okay. So they're heading up this way. Hey, Dinad. Dravros, good to have you, my man. And in fairness, what I might want to do is, in fact, just have them continue on towards Hami, perhaps. The reason being it's major road, so they'll move quite quick into the interior. And this would take quite a few days. Maybe it's one of those by perhaps the time they actually traverse this, they could actually be over here and then march down the... That would probably take a while to march back down. But I could have one unit move down this way and have one unit carry on, that's no problem. Depends on how pedantic I want to be, really. Okay. So we do have the Naval Guard moving there. They will arrive tomorrow, so there's temporarily no AV here at Fuchao. And immediately I get a hugely damaged port. That sounds about right. Yeah, that sounds exactly about right. Fuck. So the Kure 3rd SLF has arrived over here. So the Kure 3rd SLF are going to be moved over here to Fuchao 2. Give us that garrison we require. Just getting oil in general, yeah. I mean, this is it. I do feel quite confident that we can take China. I do not think there's much he can do now to stop us. I think he's got to such a point where it's just I just don't see what he could do. I mean, never say never, but I'm not too sure what he could do at this point. Especially once we land our forces in the south, and then obviously once we start moving through the mountains, well, the western mountains into China, moving east through the mountains. That's going to hurt. So we're going to get these bad boys loaded up so they can be moved out to fill the garrison there of Fuchao. Not too long before we can actually build that division there on the coast, which would be nice. Having another division here to push against these units would be quite handy. Yeah, exactly there, Doom. Not too far out. We're obviously going to start pushing on to Paoshan with the divisions here. Do have a division on the way north. Is it set off? Yeah, it takes a couple days for them to pack up. So 4th Division then. So it's packed up then. It's ready to go. So it'll be moving the 782 miles now. I do have... over here. I'm going to have these LSDs docked somewhere and forgotten about because knowing my luck will probably die. So they're still loading troops. It's a size 2 port, so it's a bit slower. Now, loading the 38th Division here, they're going to head into Vietnam. 38th? Okay, yeah, there's not many, so they'll be underway during the next turn. So that's good, so we'll have 2 divisions arrive in this area. As to whether I send a 3rd, probably... it's a consideration. It's something I could do later on, but I probably do want to have at least 2 divisions that are in great shape for Mindanao, and then at least we can have that done quickly. But we'll have 2 divisions, and at least 2 divisions over here, which is still a lot of force to be able to push on this area. Especially now as it's outside power. It's one of these of... we are adding more in areas where he doesn't have a huge amount either. Yeah, no, it'd be quite nice. It'd be quite nice to start moving down these roads and moving up these roads here. I mean, every base that we do take from China is... well, it absolutely weakens China. It will be interesting to see how long before his heavy industry begins to turn off, really. That's going to be quite nice. Yeah, I know, right? Okay. It is a pain in the arse here. But it'll eventually be resolved. Good news is at least I have a dock here, so it makes it quicker. I had thought I'd taken that base. I must have forgot to actually attack it. Kind of embarrassing. What is that base to take? But we'll take that one and then come back and then go that way. Or I could take that one and then go that one. I'll get that one and then get that one. Suppose that makes sense as it's closer. Yeah, we'll take that one and then take that one. At least then I'm not having to come back then. So we do see activity down here. Ah, that's interesting. We do have 2 subs in here, and I think I will get them moving out of port, because frankly you don't want to be in port and potentially be bombarded. But it's interesting to see that he's actually still active in the area. That is interesting to see. It looks so far like a bombardment force again, which is interesting. I mean, the thing is, the situation over here has been changing consistently, which is nice. Nearly level 2 fortifications, which is good. Now, if we take a look then, so at Rabal, so it's 28 here, 27 active. We have another 21 over here. And then we have 51 over here as well. So we do definitely have a good, well, a decent number of zeros in the area. We do have the capability to strike out. If you send in forces like that unescorted by aircraft, then they can be butchered. So I don't think he's going to send them north. He's going to probably hit Talagi again. Hit Talagi again, and I don't know, probably want to draw attention there, really. That's what it seems like it's aimed at doing to me. He might be looking to take that base, perhaps. It's interesting. Quite looking for them, actually, considering the I-1, I-4, and I-6 there. But I might have them. I mean, the issue is I thought they had an actual aircraft aboard, but in fact, no. It's just capacity actually needs an aircraft. So in fairness, I realised this upwards after the end of the turn, so I could probably do with him having at least that sub head back to get an aircraft. But we might have them turn about, because we do use them as an operational group, Wolfpack. Alright, so seen a sub there. Okay. Now we're looking pretty damn good. Not a super amount to report on this turn, really. 49, 39 there. Not too far from getting the level 4 here, which is nice. Can you show the AFV list? Look for the M4. Sure. Yeah, it's listed at 90. What's that, sorry? Right, so we're in our reconnaissance. We do have more base units heading down here. They're not too far away, which is nice. There is rail here, but it would take longer to actually pack them up, so we'll just have a march. Yeah, so it looks like it's concentrated his units so we hit a Gagayan. Soon. I'm going to actually look at that afterwards. I've been saying it for a long bloody time, haven't I? I'm just too bloody lazy. This is why I need like a PA. That works for free. Okay, look at the 10 there. No, we're looking pretty good. I mean, this is it. The turn's good. We just want to be in the, we want to be tomorrow. We want to be in the future now, don't we? So we'll have Langkao then tomorrow. Langchao tomorrow. These units are spreading out here, which is good. I do have an army heading north. I don't know if I even need that army heading north, to be honest. It might be worthwhile. No, in fact, yes. We're going to have it continue on to Langkao. Langkaf. So that'll help with the actual division against Sinning. That'll be quite useful. Are you going to be pushing him on out of Luzon? Yes, I wanted to do that the other day, but I forgot to actually have the most important unit attack. It's kind of rough. So I'm going to let them recover a little bit and then we'll attack again. I could probably have a 21st Division attack, to be honest. I don't imagine he's got a lot of wave supply. Issue is the 21st Division needs more squads. Where's got the firepower? I may go ahead and send 65th Brigade. I do have a... Well, the way I'll put it is then... I do have a garrison unit that will be moved down here shortly. So when that garrison unit arrives, I'll go deal with them. How you doing there, G? Good to have you, my man. Right. So the garrison unit's still on the move, and it seems. Ah, yes, it's over there. We killed a sub and we lost a sub. Other than that, not a huge amount going on, really. There you go. So garrison unit will arrive tomorrow. So that's cool. I can get that loaded up and moved out then. What is the 52nd doing there? The 52nd is on a restricted command or under restricted command. So the 52nd is just doing what the 52nd does. It just 50 seconds the 52nd. There's not much I can do with it really until I buy it out, really. Which, for those who are curious, would be a lot. In fairness, I could have his like 11 for air flotilla, which I think does make it cheaper, which is something to bear in mind. Haven't changed it to any of these yet, yeah. At least with the 11th Air Flotilla, it's still general defense, which is still useful actually. Because it would make bases general defense for free, which is nice if it took said base. So that might actually be worthwhile doing that. Because it's still unrestricted. I don't know if there'd be any complications from doing that. Can't really think of any. Yeah, so we'll be heading for Wake soon. Can start moving towards the Aleutians then. After that operation. I really do want the Aleutians base for subs. I want a bloody base out this way. I'm probably going to rebase a lot of these submarines out here. A lot of them are undergoing repairs at the moment. I don't know. I don't know how good they can do out here. It's probably worth... I'd like to probably rearrange the submarine classes and have some submarine classes that do have longer endurance to do this. Which we do have some which are going to be sent down that way. Yeah, like these guys over here do have that range to do that. Which I'd be fairly comfortable using those. The 8Ks are really pushing it. These guys definitely have more to work with. I'd like to have the other submarines like used more so around these kind of areas, and it's not a bad thing to actually keep some submarines actually patrolling the area here, in fairness. Yeah, around the west coast. Okay. Right, so we do have our 2K supply moving to Port Blair tomorrow. We are going to need more supply. I think I probably forgot to start doing said thing. I did. Champion. Okay, we'll get that underway. I've got some speedy ships, but... the Aidens are fine, really. I mean, that's the thing. It's like with ships, they carry almost too much supply. Yeah, he's probably using perf. Yeah, I mean, like, I'd be surprised if he's not using perf. In fairness, I could just use fast transport. I forgot about that. Yep, forgot about that. I forgot that we had Soyuz to do that. These guys, they might have some major damage, so if they do, I can have them sent south. That's quite a lot. 6,000? 5,000? I'm gonna have to take a look and see how much we need there. So we have 2,000 there tomorrow-ish. How much do we actually need here? Yeah, feeling better. My god, I was like high as a kite the other day. So 12,000 would be more than enough, and we need about 9,000 there, but about 12,000 would be pretty damn good. Load supply. Thank you for asking, Benji. How are you feeling? Yeah, Major needs to repair in a shipyard or repair ship. That too. But that's fine, we can continue with that for a while. Right, so... That's all. Yeah, it's good to see that they're staying at a distance here. Whether having the 2K arrive in Port Blair, it's not gonna all unload tomorrow, I'd imagine. But at least have an additional supply arrive. I mean, we'll have the 2K there the day afterwards. Whether that may allow us to use the drop tanks. We probably will be able to use the drop tanks, which is nice. Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, I mean, things are going well. Things are going well. We do have the 2 divisions here, the 17th and the 6th marching north. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, this is a thing there. Maybe see if you can find, like, a piece of documentation, maybe a book, maybe a documentary, maybe even a film, who knows, about, like, how you would go about to repair such ships. I mean, that could be really quite intriguing. Okay, they're moving up there. Sure, I will do that now, therefore. Indeed. I need to check on naval shipyard points, actually. I meant to do that a little while ago. So, we'll do the ground unit reinforcement schedule. We'll take a look at the I-124 shortly. So, we'll have a 15th Tank Regiment reformed in Tokyo. I believe that was the one that we lost. Yes, you can see it's North China area. It does make me wonder if it arrives as North China area army. Anyhow, we have 2 JNAF units arriving here in, yeah, 1, 2 of the other 3. The port unit's quite good. You can use a port unit, and I believe it merges with a Naval Guard unit, I believe it is, to become like a special base force, I think it is. 42nd Naval Guard. Love the garrison units. Port units. Or it might just be a port unit. I know there's some that do combine. Ooh, 47 mils. Oof. And there we go, Hong Kong Special Base Force arrives in a few days. Which would be quite nice, I mean that's quite good there. Most of it is just not needed, but it's worthwhile having. Wait, Corsican Battalion. Which I'll probably have shifted elsewhere. I think it'd still shift static items if you have, like, being transported by ship. So quite a few units then, really. Again, a couple of these garrison units down here. More key 27s there. Let's see. So, that's halted there. So, a couple sub-chasers, a couple submarines. Unyaw. Yeah, Unyaw will be 34 dames, it seems then, which is nice. Tile class. A couple DDs. Then we'll have Unyaw arrive a few days later. Well, technically a few days, yes. Not few, though. Looking good. Okay, I do need to go ahead and check on something. Not that edge of the map, though. Ah, yeah. I do need to tone down Naval Shipyard. I forgot about that. 1384. Hmm. Oh, how you doing there, Marauder? Oops. Am I bloody holding them? Fuck's sake. Bloody idiot, aren't I? Nope, not that. God's sakes. $14.62. Shinano is being constructed, but I'm not going to hold Shinano. What's wrong with her? That she's not another Yamato. Oh, nice. Hey, didn't abandon. Good to have you, my man. I might just have to unearth so yeah, but I'm like messing around with this. I might as well just take one of the actual CVEs. Oh yeah, she's merchant. Never mind. Okay, we're good. We'll let that build up again, and then I can start submarines. Yeah, that's why I had the submarines like that. I forgot about that. Yeah, I meant to do that a few times ago, actually. I could probably put some of the DDs back up, actually. We could build it, might as well build it. $13.83. Could get away with that. Yes, I would play Germany without tigers, yes. Because I'd have the Panther, and the Panther is love. Okay. Yep, there we go. So, remind me of the process, Gary, if you will, my lovely assistant. The G is silent. You pronounce it out, eh? Saved. I saved. I'll save again, goddamn. I need to archive these saves. There we go. Thank you very much for getting. Right, A6M2 and A6M5. A6M5. A6M5B. A6M5C. A6M8. There we are. That's excellent, Ben. So you can see we started to make R&D progress now. Which is quite handy. Did you say we had something else advanced there, Gary? Sorry, Are? Helen. Awesome. Ah, yeah, there we go. So this goes to the 2A then, doesn't it? Ah, 2A to 2B, right, gotcha. Right. So key 49, 2A. These ones are listed as the A. Right, 94221. Gotcha. Key 49, 2A. And the key 49 is a bomber. Yeah, so this is the one we're going for, the key 49 2A Helen. Is armored, is quite durable, range is Japanese. Japanese army bomber. I was going to say. There you go. Well, yeah, indeed. Yeah, the 2B, it's nice, but the 2A arrives sooner. The difference between the 2A and the 2B is the 2B has better defense. Pretty much about it, really. Goes from 7.7s to the 12.7s there. Which is good, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, it's not worthwhile waiting a few months for to whack a couple more guns on it. No, I think we're looking pretty good here, to be honest. Yeah. No, but that's very nice, man. So we can see that we're finally making advancements with the R&D then. We're going to trim off a couple more key 83s in the near future that are only under 1. But yeah, so we'll make 3% a turn now, which is good. So that'll reduce it quite nicely. That'd be nice if I could see that. Yeah, I'm going to have to look at that tonight one day. But Nick is getting there. I'm looking forward to having the Nick. Nick's going to be fantastic. Okay, key 44 2A Tojo making progress, which is nice. Yeah, so the good news is we'll make 2% a turn. I mean, that one's not far. I mean, it'd be excellent if that one was to convert tomorrow. That one's not too far away. They'll convert it enough. We did have another 2 changed over to the A6M2 Rufi. But we'll close it in now, so that's good news. At least we'll start our progress towards the A6M8. Do we still see the British BBs at India? Well, I mean, it's interesting because it suggests there's quite a few in there. It's hard. We did attack and then we saw apparently one BB, which was the Revenge. How much RD percentage on the M8? It's only 7% at this moment in time. So it'll take quite a while, actually. Well, I mean, it's going to arrive by 40... Well, it'll arrive end of 42, maybe early 43, really. When you build the A602 roofie. Probably not. I don't know. I don't really see much... I mean, it could be useful, but I don't really see it being something on the agenda. Okay. Right, so we do have 5th Army here, which is excellent. So in fairness, I could leave 5th Army here if I so desired to. Oh yeah, they have their uses. It's just one of those if it's kind of like niche. That's intriguing to know. Right, so we do have here then 1324 AV. I might consider attacking with the actual army headquarters being there now. We do have another 198, so I might as well wait until that arrives. I do have a division then moving, so still unpacking, so it's going to be 3 days before it's even here then, 5 days or so before it even arrives here then. So what we'll do then is we'll await the brigade to arrive here, then we'll go ahead and we'll attack. 7 units still. Okay. Right, we've arrived here, which is good. Now, would he retreat this way? So he can't trace... Well, he could trace supply there for SunYan. That's a bloody problem, isn't it? I've seen that G. Have a good one, my man. I will not forget you. I could do a unit over here, then, which would take about 2 days to march. Right. That regiment can actually just march there temporarily. It's just to fill that hex side, just so I can... So he'll retreat down here to Jishen, it seems. Okay. I'm going to have that brigade march to Nanyang. We might have that actually move up. We may have that brigade eventually move up this way, but I'd like to get some small units to actually head up this way just to hold said hexes. But we're looking good. And this is it. We're finally seeing Dadman moving his forces out in mass. But the thing is, those are forces that have likely... I'm not saying all of them. I think there's a good couple that were already there, perhaps. But, well, a lot of those guys are going to be made up of units that were defeated and rebuilt in chunking. Not a huge amount of guns. Yeah. We're looking... It's going to be good. We should be able to handle that. Okay. 8 oil over here to SunYan. And we would have had a little bit more, but I needed to get the supply there. Now we have a supply looking good. Until we do take Langchao intact, that'd be nice. That would be indeed nice. We'll end the stream here shortly. There's not that much for me to talk about, really. Good turn, good turn. A Euro L cargo class is reported hit, that's always a good thing. Okay. Those need to be looked at, of course. I'm looking forward to when we have the ARs. Yeah. Shh, shh. Wagga, wagga, my friend. Wagga, wagga. Okay. Yeah, shame to lose the I-124. I did have a question, what class was she? She is a Type KRS class. It's a nice sub, good amount of endurance. We'll miss her. San Fran. It does make you wonder where the enemy carriers will be. It does make me wonder, are the American carriers still in Coral Sea? I don't think so, really. At least I don't feel like they are. I didn't achieve very much damage over here at Moresby, but I mean, it's intriguing to see the damage there. I mean, the port seems to be effed, but we've seen the port, like, flitter between lower and 100, which is kind of interesting. I do have these subs returning over here to refuel. We do have fuel on the way out there. I may just have to have them move into 1000 Ship Bay. And at least then we can actually... Well, this is it. They're going to take damage, but that's the problem with endurance. If you don't watch for endurance, they can... Well, yeah, things like this can happen. But we'll get them moving back. That'll be alright. So, Lay is almost repaired now. It's just the port over here. Right, okay. 19 supply, wow, okay. Impressive. So we're looking at 1,000 supply there at Lay. We do have 12,000 shy of 13 there. Over 13 here. Any plans on getting the B7A2? Which one is the B7A2 again? Yeah, they probably do. We've had the signal intelligence department actually tell us that, oh, there's a unit in this hex, when we've actually fought said unit in the hex. It's like, awesome. There's the B7A2. Have I gone by that? Oh, the Grace. Yeah, it's nice. It is nice. It's very nice. Well, we're going to be calling our R&D for the the K-83 shortly, so that might be one of the contenders there. It's a very nice aircraft. It's great the fact that it has like the 220 mils. Quite cool. Indeed. So we are using supply over here at Palmbang, where it looks to be fairly well. Probably a supply shipment into Palmbang would be enough. Building that airfield up. I did have these construction units over here, and I bloody foolishly forgot about the fact that I need to build up an airbase here. So we'll probably have those pulled out. We do have our units moving down to Medan. Okay. Yeah, Caledon. Okay. See, what I could potentially do then is actually have the bombers from Hankau begin to bomb the airfield over here at Ankang. Because he only has a level 1 airfield, he can only have about 8,000 supply stored there before it starts to spoil. That is probably ever going to get to 8,000, but hitting the actual airfield actually allows you to hit the airbase supply, which actually destroys supply. So that'd be nice. Would be nice to hit that, and then at least actually does hit his supply in that area. If your one sub wouldn't have shot at that destroyer... Yeah, I mean, this is the thing here. Don't shoot at destroyers. It does not really ever end well. But, hey, maybe one day. But there we go. So thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty good time for us. We'll be interested to see what happens in the very near future, really. How you doing there, Very Gamer? Yeah, the Shinden. That'd be awesome, right? How do you want to get the oil out of the Dutch East Indies to Japan? We are going to be going over that in much greater detail in the near future. But the general plan is going to be having fuel move across bases. And, well, we're going to have essentially ASW bases set up along a path. I'm not going to go into detail because we are going to be covering that in the very near future when we actually do start to set it up. So what I'll say is, you'll see it begin to be built in the near future, but the idea is going to be having tankers move from one ASW air envelope to another, and just pass on through like a relay system, essentially. Just essentially making sure they're always under cover of ASW aircraft. There we go. Now we're looking good. So we'll gain another 300 VP tomorrow, then with the capture of land couch, nice. It's one of those where it doesn't particularly take much away from him. Yeah, takes 6 away from him. So it's 300 here. It would be nice to take that base in the future as well, which would take us to 600 there. There's about 1,000 or so the VP in the north in terms of bases, which is nice. Looking forward to that. Show air units attack all. Attack all. Yeah. So these are squadrons that were broken up for the ASW. Yeah, still fair. Well, I mean, the thing is, actually, I looked pretty early. Sorry, I looked earlier on, actually. The series itself started on the 21st of February, I think it was this year. So, we'll have an 8th month anniversary on the 21st of September, which is pretty awesome. But I think by that point, I mean, I reckon we'll probably get to turn 100 at least by then. We'll be looking pretty good, man. I mean, we're on turn 80 now. Ooh, can we make 20 turns before the 21st? Maybe. Depends on how many turns if we get some like days with multiples. What am I looking at? Lake, Haviang, Shortlands. Okay. Yeah. There we go. There we are. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. It will be interesting to see what happens tomorrow. Likely he'll bombard Tulagi, which, okay, he's done it a few times now, so I guess we'll just see how that goes. Thank you for watching. How you doing there, back awful? Great to have you, man. Looks like you're new to the stream. Welcome. There we go. I guess I'm in SI. I shall see you guys later. Sayonara.